Hello. Oh boy, we're live. Man, I couldn't figure that out for the life of me. That was the craziest stuff in the world. Anyways, so I I had scheduled this for 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and for the life of me, I couldn't figure out exactly what I was supposed to be doing there. Um, yeah, yeah. So I have my big giant enormous Mickey Mouse um, cup right here. It's a let's see here. It's a Tervis. There's a where did I get this at? I think I found it at the what store is that? Um not bid bid not is it Bed Bath and Beyond? Yeah, that's where I found that at. That cup, this cup right here, this Tervis cup. I was kind of lucky to find it. I'm sure they have all sorts of Tervis makes a ton of cups and and whatnot, but this is like one of the largest ones. I usually take it to work when we are working and whatnot. So, anyways, welcome to the live stream. If you're not a subscriber, um, go ahead and subscribe now, and then hit the notification bell so you get the notifications when we are live in the future. I'm gonna go take care of this light right here. Much better, much better. Anyways, yeah. Um, So today is today is Saturday afternoon, and man, I've been watching a lot of live streams going on here these days. Um, Seems like everybody's live streaming. There's so many of them; it's hard to keep track of where they're at and when they pop up. Got to hit those notifications. Which notification bell did for some reason it was not working yesterday. So I went onto the settings of YouTube, and I basically went through and checked the went through and changed the settings. So I would receive emails, more or less. Also, because I was not getting all the notifications, I went through and a bunch of people. I went through and turned them off and turned them back on, and then I was not getting them. It's just been bonker nuts. Um, Anyways, crazy. Um, Maybe that's how YouTube's trying to keep everybody from watching so many streams is they're not sending out all of the notifications, which would not be so nice. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, so today I wanted to show you guys a couple of things. I'm not a big pin collector like some people, like Dole Dad or some of the pin trading ladies, but I do have some really cool pins. Let's see here. Oh, what is this one right here? We contributed to the conservation fund. This is something that we try to do a couple of times. This is the Disney Conservation Hero. So basically, the last I know, Disney is really, really big into conservation, and they have a conservation fund. And so the me and my wife, we last time we went on the trip, we contributed some money to the conservation fund, and we I've done it before, and I got another pin here somewhere. I got to find it. Where I contributed to the conservation fund, and by they had like a campaign going on, basically where you would be able to buy you can buy a pin and stuff. So yeah, here's a kind of cool pin. We went to not everybody can get these. Well, I can't say that. You can take one and give them to somebody else if you like. But if you're in Epcot and you go to the DVC lounge, which I don't know how much longer it's going to be there for, in Epcot. Hopefully they'll keep it. It's if you're a DVC member, you can go in Epcot and you can go and hang out in the DVC lounge, and you can basically cool down and basically get something to drink. And we got these pins right here at the let's see here. These pins right here, the Disney Vacation Club member. We've been a member since 2018. Wow, things are flying. Time's flying. It's already 2020. Let's see here. What other pins do I got in here? I have, oh yeah, my other Disney conservation pin. I bought this pin a while ago. The conservation fund. Um, it's too bad they didn't have another one. So I like to give. Here's another pin right here. It's from the Disney Conservation Fund right here, and basically it slides. As you can see, it slides and it holds it in place. So there's Mickey on one side with the and then there's a and there is like a ape on the other side. So that's the pin from the Disney Worldwide Conservation Fund. They were calling it the same thing. Let's see here. Yeah, they didn't call it the Worldwide Conservation Fund. I guess they changed the name, maybe. I don't know. Da, 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 da. Here's another one. This is kind of cool. It's like a Chewbacca. My kid went to, there's all these stores. Now, I'm not a, as you know, I'm not a pin collector, but some of the stores that are outside, like the Wizard store. This is on the Strip. I'm not sure what the name of the street is, but because I'm not all that familiar with every street in Orlando, but outside the parks, they have these lineup of like different tourist trap type of stores that have everything under the sun that's really dirt cheap, and they have a lot of pins there sometimes, and they may not be exactly the Disney pins. So I don't know if this one's a real or not, but anyways, I thought it was kind of cool. My daughter got it for me the last trip they went to in February. They got it's this Chewbacca pin. I wonder if there's a way. Somebody will have to tell me. Leave a second comment in the comment section if they see this, but they'll have to let me know if there's some type of way to tell if how your Disney pin is authentic. You know what I'm saying? I know there's experts and such. Um, I'm very fond of this pin. I think I've been to almost every all-star resort. It is my before I was a DVC member. I guess you can still use your DVC points and still go to the all-star resorts, but I don't know why you would do that, because you got to pay a fee and like $100 and then use your points and stuff like that. It's kind of nuts. But I guess if you're reminiscing and you don't want to spend any extra dollars, I guess it's worth the money if you're going to convert over. This is my Disney All-Star pin resorts. Um, so yes, I've stayed at the All-Star Music, All-Star Sports, Pop Century. Um, I've never stayed at the Art of Animation. Yeah. But I did like, I used to stay at the All-Star Resorts when I paid to stay there before. I mean, if you're going to stay there one day, it's not bad. Or if you're on a super budget, it might be worth your while to stay there, especially if you're not going to make a commitment to the DVC club. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that's that. Here is another pin, but it's not it's a pen, a PEN, a pen, not a pin like a PIN, but a pen. Oops. Every we went around and we actually I wonder if it still works. And that's not working. Oh, well, you know why? Because I took the ink out of it. It's now a pointer. So every if you got little kids and they're going to go around and they're going to be having something to do, you can spend a ton of time searching down characters and waiting in line for characters and going there and hanging out with the characters. And on top of that, you could basically you need you need to have an autograph book, and we had an autograph book. I don't remember where it is right now, but anyways, we had an autograph book, and I basically the first time I went to Disney, it was with my daughter, and she was like 9 years old, and then we went and we did every character. We have the Disney dining plan, the deluxe one, so we did a lot of meals and got all the characters from all the different dining spots that had characters in them. So we went to all of those, and then we went around, and every time there was a character that or a character spot or anything, we went to all those, and I got all the characters to sign. It was really, really cool, and it was really exciting for her. And then the sad story is that when we were out getting the signatures, we thought we lost the signature book, but we actually didn't. So yeah, that was a good thing. So, anyways, man, and I know it's somewhere around here. I'll have to find it tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll be talking. I'm going to talk about the signatures and the character signatures tomorrow because that's really important. I think that's something that a lot of kids do enjoy. Maybe not the adults, but you think people, adults get pictures and stuff like that. Um, and then I think I'll leave the other two things here that I was going to talk about here for tomorrow too. So I have something to talk about for tomorrow. Okay, so here's another couple pins. You cannot get these anymore. But it was kind of cool while they had it going on. So basically, if you remember in the docking bay in Hollywood Studio for Star Wars, you used to be able to buy these pins. Yeah, you're not able to buy these pins anymore. That's right. So this is they had pass holder ones that only pass holders can get, and ones that non-pass holders could get. And so we have two of the ones that the pass holders could get. I think, and these are limited release. I think this is mine, um, from Bespin right here, and this is my name in that whatever the Star Wars font. I forget the name of it. And this is my wife's, and hers is like the Death Star. So I don't know if that showed up backwards or whatever. So you can't get those anymore. This, believe it or not, this came off of a. Do I still have it? I think I do. Oh, I do have it still. Yeah. So this came at one point in time I was like, yeah, I want all my pin lanyards to match up. And so I bought this. They sell these. I don't know if they're now maybe I now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's a good thing to have because if you got your lanyard, and let me discuss this for just a minute here. Hold on a minute. So now that I thought about this, it might actually be a good idea. So this right here hooks onto this your lanyard, right? And boom. So it basically becomes like a medallion for your lanyard. Except, so now I'm thinking about it, it actually might be a good thing because it actually might hold down, other than your pins, hold your lanyard flat. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be kind of a cool thing because then your lanyard is flat against your body, and then your body won't. Yeah, I never thought about that. But that's something new, something cool. Yeah. So I do have other pins. I don't have a lot, as we said before. Um, at one point in time, I was like down the I don't know what it is, but for me, it's like I always use the same lanyard, the same amount of number of pins, and then every year I go down this and end up going down this rabbit hole of, man, maybe I should change them all and try to get a collection of this. That's what happens to me. So lately, I was like, for the last time I went, I was like, I really like these ones where you can put these tracer ones, these tracer pins. Let me find one. Here's one like this pin here. This is I don't want to take them off here, but this pin here is a Figment tracer pin, So I believe that like these pins like this, right? Are basically these pins where you could go ahead and let me see if this works just to know. So I believe what they are these pins that you could go ahead and you could put down on your pin, and then you would color it in. Let's see if that works. Well, maybe not with a to find a good pencil, but I believe that's what you're supposed to do. The tracer pins, you put your sheet of paper, like a tracer piece of paper down there, and then basically you could take your pencil and go across, and you'd have a small little figment or whatever the tracer pin is. I got a couple of figments here. I got a Donald Duck, and I got a yeah. So here's I do play the bass, so I got another pin. Um, I try to make don't let your pins fall off. That's another thing. I play the bass, so I found a guitar pick from the Rock and Roller Coaster. I thought that was kind of a cool thing. The Rock and Roller Coaster had a guitar pick for a pin, so I was like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty kind of cool," and so I got it. Oh, where does this guy go? Oh, he can. This guy was just. I had this pin down here. Um, since being an old man, let's see here. I got the I got this pin here. This is Wardolph from the Muppets. I don't know if I've never seen many of these guys at all. Some of them might be rarer than others, but here's Wardolph. He's the guy in the Muppets, one of the two guys up in the, talking, telling the jokes. You know, you call that a joke? That's not a joke. You know. So tomorrow I'll show a few more of these things and whatnot. So yeah. So I thought I would show a few of my pins, not all of them. So I'll save you guys some stuff to do tomorrow, live tomorrow. And then I'll show you my. Oh man, that's things I jar. No, some pins, you just cannot. They're just there to save. You just really can't. Um, you really just can't. What's my word? Keep them in a. You can't put them on your thing because they're just not feasible to do that kind of stuff. And then I have I'll show you guys tomorrow on the live feed about the same time. I have I have something really special from a long time ago. I'll share that with you guys tomorrow on tomorrow's feed. And that will be and we'll talk about that. So because the anniversary is coming up for the park next year. I don't know if they're going to be. This is going to be, this whole debacle that's going on might set them back into that too. I doubt it. If they're open next year, for sure. But yeah, so. But yeah, so that's basically what I was going to show, and I also have my hat collection. I'll show that later on. But I'm a collector of these hats, these Disney hats and whatnot, and so yeah, so it's been here in Detroit. It's been kind of a rainy day, very, and it's been raining and raining, and I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. The next, I don't know, it's going to be 62 in the weekend. So yep, 62. Anyhow, so that's about all that's going on. So, anyways, thought I'd show you a few things that I had here. If you're a big pin trader, um, there's lots of pins. I've never really have been got into it that big. One thing I do collect is these, and I try to make sure I get one every time I go. Is a coffee mug. Me and my Disney coffee mugs, and they're kind of replacing my older coffee mugs in my house that are like no name, like just coffee mugs, and then I'm getting rid of those and replacing them all with the Disney coffee mugs. So yeah, they have a lot of mugs and whatnot. But anyhow, all right. Well, thanks for stopping by. I just want to make this quick video here. Um, if you come by and you watch this, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That's really important. So you know when I'm live. Tomorrow we'll be live again at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's Eastern Standard Time. You'll see a reminder. Make sure you set that reminder and whatnot. So for now, talk to you guys later and have a great one. Bye bye.